Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are swatching all of my lipsticks and lip products from the Milani Color Fetish line. I've got 3 different formulations within this range, 9 different colors to look at, and we're just going to talk about them, swatch them, and see how they look on my fair skin and what I think about the formulas and all the good things. So yeah, we've got 7 of the matte lipsticks to swatch. We've got a hydrating lip stain and one of the balms. We're going to swatch them all, see how they look on the lips, talk all about it. So yeah, if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching. Before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know some more lipstick collections from the drugstore that you're interested in and want to see lip swatch videos and little reviews of and talk about the formula and little info and all of that. Let me know down below. Quite a few of these in the works coming at you soon. We got some more Revlon Super Lustrous lipsticks. We've got some Maybelline. We've got some ColourPop, and yeah, quite a few. And some Wet n Wild. All right, let's go ahead and get into the lip swatching videos. On my lips at the moment is Poppy from the Color Fetish line. All right, on to lipsticks. Let's swatch some Milani Color Fetish lipsticks. So I've got 3 different finishes from the line here. The majority of them come from the matte collection, and I have 7 of those. They do have some really vibrant ones. I have the full collection, I believe, that came out in the nude range, and one of the more vibrant, colorful ones. So we're gonna swatch all of those, and I also have one of the more balmy finish, kind of glossy versions, and I have the lip stain. So I'm going to start with the more balm Color Fetish. This is in the shade Tied Up. It is kind of a brownie shade. I'm trying to see if the full name is on here. I will have all the information on the screen, of course, about these products. But yeah, these just have the cutest packaging. Like, I absolutely love the packaging on all of this stuff. Milani did a good job, and the formulas across the board are pretty excellent. So this is the shade Tied Up, and this is more of a glossy, balmy type of product. It is very pretty. Doesn't this look like high-end? It looks so nice. And this is a really nice shade. It's a very thin formula. It doesn't hang around too terribly long on the lips. Like, you do have to reapply it a lot. But it is also super hydrating and kind of a sheer, not super pigmented, this shade anyways. Very, very thin formula. Very comfortable on the lips. Again, they don't wear super long time, but I think they look really pretty. They're just comfortable. They're really nice, like purse lipsticks for something for just quick touch up to put on over something else that you may have had on all day. I think that's a really nice option with these. It's like just that perfect little throw it on gloss to keep in the handbag when you already got like lip liner on, or maybe you have something a little more long wearing. It's starting to break down on you. You can just kind of take this over top and it sorts it out a little bit. But this is the shade Tied Up, which is kind of a rosy chestnut brown. And yes, they're really nice. I think they do come in some more vibrant shades also. I'm just more of a brown lipstick kind of gal personally. But here we go. So they do feel very comfortable on the lips, very pleasant to wear. There's no scent or flavor or anything like that. And they're nice to wear just all day, like to keep in your pocket or your handbag. I think they're just very convenient, easy products. Very low maintenance, low fuss type of thing. Looks beautiful with a brown lip liner, by the way, that shade Tied Up. Let's move on to the more traditional formula in the line. Well, the matte formula, rather. These are the Color Fetish lipsticks. I really cannot remember the full name. I never can remember the full names of these. But we're going to start the lightest and work our way up through the range. I have 7 of these. So we're going to start with a shade called Secret, which is a really good dupe of Pillow Talk. And these are very traditional matte lipstick, almost that kind of powdery feel. But I find them to be comfortable and not overly drying. They also make beautiful blushes. If you're somebody who likes to use lipstick as their blush, these do wonderful for that. Yeah, so this is the shade Secret, just a really pretty soft pillow talky pink. And your lips but better color. It's probably one of my most reached for, obviously, lipsticks. And you see how worn down it is. Because it's got that little bit of brown in it. Like, it's not super pinky. And I just love that. I think it's so pretty. Again, a very easy shade to wear. Goes with a ton of looks. Like, it's just one of those lipsticks you don't have to think. You can just throw it on, and it's going to go with whatever you got going on for the day. And these are very creamy feeling, but they do have that kind of a matte finish. But they don't feel super thick or heavy or overly drying, in my opinion. I think they feel really nice for a matte lipstick, and I think they look really pretty. And again, they make beautiful blushes. So here is Secret. I think the shades in this range are very pretty. It's not a huge shade range, but the colors they selected I think are really pretty and very nuanced and nice and just very cool. And all a little bit something special. So next we have the shade called Pleasure. This looks really pretty, I think, with a dark lip liner, like a darker brown lip liner. Yeah, I guess we could call this a beigey peach. And this isn't typically a color I would go for on myself, because on its own it definitely washes me out. Not the most flattering shade. But paired with something like Cork from MAC, or Milani has plenty of beautiful brown lip liners, in fact. Something, just a deeper lip liner with this, it looks so cool and a little bit more that ombre lip, kind of 90s lip look. I love it, and I think it looks really, really a little bit edgy and kind of bad girl looking. I don't know. Something about I like when it's paired with a deeper lip liner. It gives me very Jamie Genevieve vibes to do that. But the formula on these are just really nice. They don't make your lips look super dry, which I love. And this is the shade Pleasure. And just a very, very pale, peachy shade. These feel like they have like dimethicone in them. And I think that's what makes them look kind of smooth on the lips. All right, and next we have the shade called Tease, which is going a bit more into a warmer tone, but still kind of in that peachy light side of things. This one's more of a light, very light caramel. It's a step deeper and just a step maybe a bit more yellow based. And I think this is, again, another really cool color, and it can look so good with a deeper lip liner. Just a nice warm brown lip liner. It is really cool. And it can also look really nice with a peachy, little bit lighter lip liner, something like MAC Spice. It can look very nice with that as well, if you don't want that super dark lip line. On me, these shades just kind of wash me out, so I like to have a slightly darker lip liner just to kind of ground them, and it gives a really pretty effect. Anyways, this is Tease. I think I like Tease better than Pleasure. I think I reach for this one a little bit more because I like a little bit more depth in it. I feel like it just is a little more flattering on me. I end up getting the whole range just because I'm a completionist. I think, well, I got all the nude ones anyways. There's like the whole line of super vibrant floral themed ones. And I think there's actually a black one you can find every now and then. I've never seen it at Walmart and I should have bought it. I'm kicking myself that I didn't buy it. Because I've never seen it just one time randomly. My little dog here, I got a delivery earlier, so she's just on a bark spree. So she's doing that, her indoor bark, where she's just barking, closed mouth barking. But she's real fussy because I had to go to the front door. And she's big mad at me for not letting her run out and chase the DHL delivery lady. So that's the commentary you're hearing in the background is Pumpkin fussing because I wouldn't let her chase the delivery person. Continue on, going a little bit deeper. I'm going to go to my favorite shade in the range. Yeah, I think this one might be my favorite. This is the first one I bought. This is the shade Passion. And this is a really nice raisin type of cooler tone color. You know how I feel about the raisin lipsticks. We've talked about this with the raisin lipsticks. I have a thing. So this one has definitely much more of a cooler tone to it. Look, my application is not going to be perfect. I'm kind of getting them on. You know what these really remind me of in formula, but even better, is the Pat McGrath matte lipsticks. Formula-wise, they feel a lot like that, but these I think feel even nicer and look nicer. Maybelline had a line called the Loaded Bolds that were matte. Very similar to that in formula. Had that nice silicone feel, or dimethicone feel, like a face primer has. I think that's really comfortable on the lips. And this is the shade Passion. A really nice kind of dark raisin color. Just, this is kind of a staple type of lipstick shade for me. I have this shade in probably every lipstick line that I own. It's usually the first shade I gravitate towards is something like this or like a brown. I don't know what it is, but this type of shade speaks to me with the shade Passion. Can I show you? Just look how smooth they look. They do look quite smooth. I think these are definitely one of the more comfortable matte formulas on the market. Some of the matte lipsticks can just, they like emphasize texture. They'll make your lips feel flaky and dry. I don't notice that with these. And the Revlon Ultimattes, I think, are really, really nice. These have decent longevity. They're not gonna last all day. They will transfer and wear more like a traditional lipstick. They just have a kind of a soft matte finish. That's it. They're soft matte. All the shades within the nude range are very scandalous in a way, very NARS type names, if you will. You know what I mean? But they're not quite as overt as NARS. But they're a little bit, they're a little frisky. Let's put it that way. They're frisky. So this is the shade Desire, which is a gorgeous brown, kind of a mid-tone brown. Well, mid-tone deep brown. Has a bit more of a cool undertone. Very opaque. You don't have to worry about any patchiness with these. You do get full color with like one swipe. Clean up that lip line. Oh, Lord. Yeah, these are gonna be some messy looking swatches, I'm sorry. Swatching deep lipstick is a struggle without lip liner. I rely on my lip liner. It's just a really nice chocolatey shade, but I love this one. It's one of my favorite ones. I mean, I love them all, but I definitely have like the favorites, and this is one of the top ones to me. It's just comfortable, it's pretty, it's kind of vampy, and with like this, with a minimal eyeshadow, can look so chic, and I love that look. But yeah, this is the shade Desire. This perfect brown that I think can be flattering on a lot of different skin tones. I like that it has a little bit of coolness in there and not so warm. It makes it just a little bit more universal. This formula definitely has like a richness to it. Like it feels thick, but in a good way, like a pillowy feel. Whereas like the Pat McGrath ones, they're very thin. And something about the thinness, I feel like kind of just emphasizes texture too much. And yeah, they look pretty, but they can also look not so pretty unless you like moisturize and exfoliate your lips really well. These you have a lot more grace with. But there's something about them, they remind me of the Pat McGrath. Improved version of the Pat McGrath formula. And my lips are currently a little bit on the chapped side. So that's showing how nice these can look. Over some lips are a little bit dry and a little bit on the chapped side of things. I don't know why my lips are so chapped. It's not an issue I have very often, but for some reason my lips were just not happy. All right, let's do the last of the nude range here. And this is the deepest, and it is called Sensual. And this is like a super dark chocolate espresso shade. Now this is one I would definitely put a lip liner with, just for the ease of application and getting that clean lip line. So forgive me if this starts to look real bad. I feel like that Q Lazarus song needs to be playing while I'm doing these videos. You know, from Silence of the Lambs. You know, Goodbye Horses. Goodbye horses, not in love with you. So that's what's in my head currently, where I'm sitting here just... Alright, not the best application, but you get an idea of this color. Oh, it's all over teeth. Right, not the best application in the world, but you get an idea of the color. It is a purpley, almost purple, chocolatey espresso shade. Like it's almost black, but not quite. This with just a nude eye, like one of those shimmer lid toppers from like the I Need a Nude palette from Natasha Denona, swiped across the lid with mascara, and like a lipstick like this, I think looks so chic and so pretty. And this is a gorgeous lipstick shade. It's not like super purple. It's not super brown. It's somewhere in the middle. And it's very muted and sultry. Sensual is a great name for this shade. It's the elevated goth girl lip. It is corporate goth lip. And I love this shade. I don't wear it super often because it does require a little bit of maintenance. Being such a deep shade, you do have to baby it a little bit. A great lip liner with this one is Chestnut from MAC. Like they're super, super similar in tone. This has a little bit more coolness in it. And I think this just has that perfect spooky girl vibe shade when maybe you don't want to do a full-on black lipstick. This is a really nice alternative. And it's just very dramatic and the statement, and I love it. I think it's so pretty. Oh, my lip line is so bad, so bad. So just ignore that. But anyway, this is Sensual, and I do think it's quite a sensual shade, and I really like it. Pumpkin, please stop. Stop it. Oh my gosh, these are just. This was probably a bad idea to do with my lips are feeling slightly chapped because now they're gonna really feel it. After wiping all this off. Might have been a dumb decision on my part to do this today. Alright, the one that I have from the floral collection is the shade Poppy, which is a really unique red to me. It's not your typical red. There's something pinky and vibrant about it and just so pretty. It's a fun red. And I really like it for kind of more summer and fall for some reason. I just think there's something about the shade that looks gorgeous. And it's so different. It's a little bit different in tone. Something a little bit nuanced about it. How pretty is that? I just love it. It definitely has like some pink in it or something. It looks like the color of poppies. I really should be singing Goodbye Horses now, putting the red lipstick on. I legit like that song from Silence of the Lambs. That's a good song. Just go listen to it. It's really good. Yeah, I know it's kind of like a meme song, but isn't that pretty red? Like there's something sophisticated. Oh God, look. Whoopsie. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, my buck teeth just love collecting lipstick. But there's just something kind of sophisticated and different about this shade of red. Like it's not so super in your face. I don't know. There's something about this red that I find very appealing and just very flattering. There's a muted element to it, a depth to it that is really pretty. And I love it. It makes a beautiful blush also. And just the opacity of these and the ease of application. Like, that's a complex red. And there's so many reds on the market. I look for reds that have something a little special about them. And this is one of those reds. So this is the shade Poppy from the Color Fetish range. I think that they're all put together on the shelf now, but this launched as an additional collection within the Color Fetish line. They had like the line of nudes that came out originally, and then they put out like a floral line. I'm hoping that they expand even more. But anyway, here's Poppy. Truly a poppy red. It matches my shirt really well. I've got a Iron Maiden shirt on that's got red. And that one does stain just a little bit. That's why I saved it for last. Yeah, like any red lipstick, it will stain your lips a little bit. My poor lips are so red. Okay, and last from the Milani Color Fetish range, this is one of their stains, and this is in the shade Mahogany Mommy. And these, again, beautiful components, super comfortable. This has some decent longevity to it. It leaves a really pretty stain, and the stain is true to what's on the cap here. It does actually like stay that color. It doesn't go to like this hot pink or something like this that a lot of lip stains tend to do. It actually stains and it leaves actually a really flattering stain behind. And the shades in this range are really pretty, but they're very similar, I've noticed. This one stood out to me. And these feel kind of cooling on the lips. They go on quite glossy and then wear down to a really pretty, effortless finish. So here's this. Really nice doe foot, by the way. Very easy to get clean lines with. They're hydrating. They feel very comfortable. Again, unflavored, unscented. And these can definitely get that really pretty, like, popsicle lip look. And that's one little light coat of Mahogany Mommy. But you can kind of layer it and get some more opacity from it. And gloss. And I think it looks really pretty. They give the lips a little bit more of a juicy appearance. They're very, very comfortable. Super comfortable. Like, not sticky at all. Really nice texture and formula on these. And yeah, the glossiness stays around for a little while too. Like, it doesn't just immediately go away. Nice wear time. Very comfortable. And I think it's really pretty. So this is Mahogany Mommy from the Color Fetish Hydrating Lip Stain. And they are quite hydrating. Really, really comfortable after swatching matte lipsticks. But most of the shades in this range, I think, were quite muted. And I don't hate that. This shade I really liked because it has a little bit of warmth in it. They had some very pretty kind of mauve-y shades. They're all kind of muted and dusty in a way, in the best way. And I thought the line looked really pretty across the board. I just don't feel like there's a whole heap of difference within the shades looking at them lined up. But they are pretty true to what's on the cap, which is nice. And I think they're very nice formula. Very, very nice formula. I've used a lot of lip stains, from the drugstore. Revlon had some back in the day. And this is definitely more comfortable. It feels a lot better. It's a bit of a more elevated lip stain formula. I'm going to blot it off so you can kind of see what the stain looks like. And it's not going to be the most true because I had the other products on. But this is what it'll wear down to. And just very pretty. It leaves a very hydrated look on the lips. Like, looks like you've had a nice lip balm on. Wears away very gracefully. And yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 product for me. If they came up more, maybe it's like something a little more orangey in the range, something different, I would definitely be into it. But I just love that it doesn't go to like a hot pink or something when it's wiped away. It actually stays like this shade, just a little bit lighter. And once it's worn down to this point, there's not a lot of transfer or anything. So it's very long wearing in that respect, and it's not going to go all over the place. So that's really nice. I just want to put Poppy back on because, like I said, it matches my shirt today. I'm a matchy kind of gal. Let me scooch back. So I've got this Iron Maiden shirt today. This, fun fact about me, this is a shirt I was wearing when I met my husband in 2012. And yes, I still have the shirt. I still can sort of fit into it. She's a little tight on the arms, but I also am much more muscular than I was then. So it's tighter on the arms. This was the shirt I was wearing when I met him for the first time. He walked up to me and just goes, "Iron Maiden!" And that's how we met. It was because he liked my shirt. He was on an Iron Maiden kick at the time. And yeah. So it's just kind of fun to whip this shirt out every now and then and wear it. It's so soft because it's super old. It is like a kid's shirt, I think, from Hot Topic. I probably bought it in like 2010 or 2011. I don't know, but I wore it a lot, and yeah. Anyway, I decided to put Poppy back on. Every time I say Poppy, I think of that little prairie dog. Poppy! And it pops up. Eee! It's the sweetest thing ever. I love it so much. But, okay. Enough side notes here. And fun facts. The quality overall in the Milani Color Fetish line, no matter which formula you choose, is elevated, high-end performance. It does feel special. It's a really nice formula. All of them are very comfortable on lips. They all have different benefits. I would say like the more balmy ones, like Tied Up, you're going to get the least longevity out of, but they're also going to be the most low maintenance. Like just slap it on, keep it in your pocket or whatever to put on just as like a gloss bomb situation with a hint of color. I do think these come in a little bit more vibrant shades as well. I like Tied Up because it is a very nothing color. It is a pretty decent dupe of the NARS lip balms, especially like in the shade Laguna. It's pretty similar feel on the lips. That very, very thin lip balm and light gloss, but it doesn't hang around super, super long or really leave much of a stain behind. It looks great with a lip liner, by the way. And they're really good just to have in your purse for touch-ups. If you go with the matte range and you like matte lipsticks, this is a really, really good matte lipstick range to go for. They are comfortable. I don't find them to be particularly drying. If anything, to me, they kind of almost have a bit of a volumizing look on the lips. They definitely kind of smooth the lips out a little bit. They're more of a soft matte. They're not super duper powdery, suck the life out of your lips matte. They're a comfortable matte. Like you can see a slight sheen from them, but they're still, you know, a nice matte lipstick. They function beautifully as blushes. They're very, very creamy in texture. They feel very dimethicone-like. They have pretty decent wear time. I mean, they're going to transfer. They're going to get on stuff like a traditional lipstick will, but they have decent wear time and will leave a little bit of a stain behind the way most lipsticks tend to do. The pigmentation on these is phenomenal, like one swipe, opaque color, no patchiness whatsoever, very easy to apply products. And they have beautiful lip liners to go with the range. And Secret is a dupe of Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, in case you are wondering. The hydrating lip stain is very comfortable, very hydrating on the lips, just pretty effortless, leaves a gorgeous stain behind, so you're going to get some nice longevity from it. Just a really pretty product, very elevated formula for a lip stain. It definitely performs better than a lot of the lip stains I've tried in the past, and really, really pretty, just interesting shade range. That's one thing I love about this line in general. It's a very nuanced, interesting shade range of colors. They don't feel basic, and you can get a nice little deal. Sometimes they do run a lot of sales on their website. I've actually purchased from the Milani website a couple of times because they've had really good promotions on there and stuff that I just couldn't get my hands on in store from them. And of course, these you can always get on sale from Walgreens. You know, you can pick them up on a buy one get one type of promotion, or buy one get one half off type of deal. But again, your best bet price wise is going to be getting them at Walmart or Target. Yeah, so I think that is all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know I was a little bit chatty for a lip swatch video, but here we are. Thanks for hanging out. I do have a few more of these lip swatching videos in the works. I have some more Revlon Super Lustrous lipsticks coming your way. I've got some Maybelline lipsticks. I'm doing this with any range that I have more than 5 or more of, because I feel like that's a decent selection from a range to do swatches and kind of see the quality across the board. So yeah, there will definitely be more of these coming up soon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay spooky. Let me know your favorite lipsticks down below. Bye now.